What's up guys? In this tutorial, I will show you how to connect any controller on macOS Tahoe. First, let's connect a Bluetooth controller, such as a PS5 controller, to your Mac. Open up your system settings. Here, head over to the Bluetooth section. Next, put your controller into pairing mode. For DualSense controllers, press the PS and create buttons simultaneously for a few seconds until the light bar flashes. The controller will then show up in a Bluetooth list. Select Connect next to it to connect it. Alternatively, you can also simply connect your controller via USB. You might be asked to allow some accessibility permissions to make it work on your Mac. In your system settings, scroll down on the left side menu and select Game Controllers. Your game controller should now show up here. You can see that it's connected, the battery percentage if that's a supported feature, and you can adjust additional settings when selecting the controller in this list, such as changing the haptic feedback settings and mapping your controller buttons. If your controller is not showing up in this list after connecting it via USB, then make sure you're using a functional cable and that it's directly connected to your Mac if possible, without using a dongle. In case your controller is connected and shows up in the list of available game controllers, but it's not showing up in-game, then open up your game launcher, in this example Steam. Access your Steam settings when clicking on Steam in the top navigation and then Preferences. In the Controller section, you will find your connected controller. Here, click on Begin Test. A controller layout window will open that shows you which buttons you press on your controller. Also, back in your controller settings, make sure that the Turn off controllers when exiting Big Picture mode option is disabled. You can further adjust controller settings for individual games in your game library. Here, right-click the title, select Properties, and on this window, navigate to the Controller section. The controller configuration for your controller type should be enabled by default, unless the game doesn't support controller input. If these settings look different on your Mac, or if your controller is still not being recognized, then it's suggested to update and restart your Mac, especially if you recently installed a new game without restarting. Head back to your system settings. Here, navigate to the General section and click on Software Update. Download the latest update before restarting your Mac. I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions and see you in the next one.